Hello, everyone, and welcome to Jajang. I said Jajang. Final Fantasy 14. Welcome, welcome. What time is it? That's right, it's 8 in the morning. Good morning. When most people are waking up, maybe going to church even, because it's Sunday. It is Sunday, isn't it? Sunday, yep, it's Sunday. This godless heathen is up and playing Final Fantasy 14 instead. So that's fun. Let's see. I'm replying to a Discord. I'm replying to a Discord. Really? A Discord message? Alright. Oh, good morning. Good morning, Peachy Tia. I don't know why that always opens up. I thought I turned it off. Anyway, we're gonna continue without Mushy. I'm sorry, Mushy. But I gotta catch up to Mushy Button Willow. Like, I'm sorry, Mushy, but I also want to catch up to you, Mushy. So it goes both ways. Oh, right, we should do our class quest. Let's do that first. Let's get that shit out of the way. Oh, wait, actually. There's a bard. Okay. I am Mirai. Aizen Yasuke. Cloudy vibes. Baize. Well, anyway. Ah, another beautiful day in Gridania. Ah. Let's do one of these. Ah. Nice. Okay. Let's figure out where this shit is. The Archer's Anthem. Quarry Mail. Quarry Meal. Alright. Surely at level 40 the Ked drop won't bother me anymore. Yeah. Yay. The Archer's Anthem. We learned the Warden's Peen. The Warden's Peen. The Warden's Pain? Maybe? Jahantel wishes to teach you how to learn a new song. Oh, new song, you say? Ah, that glint of determination in your eyes is a testament to your newfound strength. You put me in mind of my salad days, Peachy. What? This guy's high. He is high off of something. What the heck does salad days mean? Is that even a saying? You put me in my... Oh, hello, Kidrep. He's just walking around. Salad days. You would know why I truly abandoned the battlefield and became a bard? That I took an arrow in the knee is what most folk believe. But it is quite clear you are not most folk. Haha. I took an arrow in the knee. Very well, I shan't insult your intelligence with an untruth. For now, allow me to answer by saying that everything in creation is given to change, and man most of all. I was drawn to the power of song, the power to touch the very souls of men, and decided that I must pursue it. Sadly, that power has been all but forgotten in this age of cynicism. Such songs as those performed by tavern bards serve no purpose beyond the amusement of drunkards. But that was not always the way of it. There was a time when song could shape the outcome of conflict. Ever since nations' first quarrel, armies have fielded archers wherewith they rained death upon the enemy from afar. As the battle unfolded, however, the distinction between the lines of friend and foe would grow hazy, yet the archer's part did not end there. He had to stay ever alert with arrow nocked and eyes trained upon the struggle. Even as his comrades fell, turning the earth red with their blood, the archer could ill afford to avert his gaze lest that moment cost another his life. One need not have a vivid imagination to appreciate the torrent of emotions that raged within him in that moment. This is kind of boring. Nerves near to fraying, his breast fit to burst, the archer did the only thing he could. He sang. His bow became a makeshift instrument plucked as an accompaniment. At first the archer sang only to still the rolling within, but his voice changed to carry to his comrades. It inspirited those engaged in combat, lending strength to their sword arms, and to those who lay upon the precipice of death it granted a measure of peace. Realizing the tactical potential of song, yet loath to set aside skilled archers for that purpose, armies began raising dedicated regiments of minstrels. But the members of such units were no warriors, Peachy. Fair of voice and nimble of finger, these career minstrels could find a place in the hall of any lord. Yet they knew not of the burden borne by those who charge into battle, whose lot it is to dance with death and sup on pain, and so their songs rang hollow, holding no power over the hearts of men. In eastern Lenosha, spirits are said to haunt the trees of Raincatcher Gully. I would ask you to travel there and await the emergence of these specters. Through force of arms you are to release the spirits from their tormented existence, and, in the doing, ease their unfathomable suffering. With such a deed you might draw forth an ancient melody from the soul of the bard. All of that just to say, oh, go kill some stuff. You gotta be kidding me. I was just here for the MSQ in Raincatcher Gully. Is it on top of a rock? Like what? What the hell? It is. There we go. Jeez. Oops. I blushed at it. A melody sung by the bards of old resounds within you. And now we gotta go back to Quarry Mill. I mean, I guess that was kind of easy, so that's nice. Welcome back, Peachy. In your eyes, I see a layer of understanding, of regret, and of futility. And in your heart, it now echoes with the strains of an old song newly discovered. Embrace this song, and as you play it in battle, should ever more powerful emotions beset and temper your soul. When your stock of tales has grown, pray return and regale me with stories of your adventures. Ding! You hear a faint voice carried on the winds of time. Warden's Peen. I gotta see where that goes. All it does is, it's like Esna. Gotta see where it goes. Okay, it's on the second one. Let me just... over here. And then Mage's Ballad and all the other songs are also gonna go over here. But, for now, I'm keeping Mage's Ballad on my first hotbar just because it's easier. And I still have a lot of room on the first hotbar. So, that's that story. Okay. Bard's Eye View. Jahantel would help you learn yet another melody of the bard. What's this? Army's Pain? Army's Paeon? Peon? Tis good to see you return, Peachy, and more seasons still for your time in the world. Call me a spoony bard, but as a man in the winter of his years, it gives me great joy to observe an adventure in the spring of his. This is an odd time for recollection, but it was a spring day when a bard first came to my hometown. He played the most sorrowful chords, even as his words tantalized the ear like the breath of one's first love. Geez. Many a maiden's heart was stolen during his visit, and doubtless more besides. Oh. Oh, geez. Alright, I get what that means. Peachy, would you believe that common bards too were born of archers? This may seem far-fetched upon first hearing, but it isn't so far a stretch. Ask yourself this. Why does he always stand up in the middle of his speeches? That's so weird. Ask yourself this. What becomes of soldiers when conflict gives way to peacetime? Some have lives they might return to, aye, but most must needs take a drink, take up a new trade to make ends meet. Well, it so happened that many who had once bent the bow took to strumming the harp. They wandered the realm, singing passionately and earnestly of the war as seen through their own eyes, of sweet victories and bitter defeats, of sacrifice and cowardice. Their songs so captured the imagination of the people in the area. A day passed that a bard was not called to perform, be it in a humble tavern or some great lord's hall. Alas, their popularity proved their downfall. Intoxicated by the attentions of the masses, the bards took to embellishing their songs in a bid to outdo one another. And over time, each song was shorn of verity till the bard's repertoire contained not one shred of truth. But now you will know that such songs have no purchase upon men's hearts. Certainly a bawdy tune may set off fits of laughter in a sailor, and a sorrowful ballad summon tears from the eyes of a soft-hearted maiden. Yet these are but pale shadows of what songs can achieve. For a blessing, this decline did not escape the notice of the Mughals. As great patrons of the arts, they feared that the true power of song might be lost to mankind. So it was that they labored to gather and safeguard those crystals known as souls of the bard, that they might be bestowed upon worthy men and women. Now, well as I know you relish listening to my sermons, I dare say it's past time we moved on to the practical side of the lesson. Thank God. I know I have mentioned this previously, but tell me, are you perchance familiar with the ballad of the Vainglorious Fool? Sure. Nay? Oh. Well, that won't do at all. We must remedy this post-haste. The song recounts the massacre of Griffin Crossing, a battle that took place decades past wherein countless Gridanian lives came to a premature end. Ah, but do forgive me, I seem to have mistaken the proper order of things. Before I begin, I must be convinced that the point of the tale will not be lost upon you. Elsewise, I will have wasted my breath in the telling of it. Now heed well these instructions. You must make your way to Welwick Wood, where resides a mated pair of old goats that have but recently lost a kid. The pair has been driven mad with grief, and only death will put an end to the uncontrolled rampages. Linger in their territory until you encounter the beasts, then let fly your arrows of mercy. As you liberate them from their sorrow, so too shall your soul resonate with the echoes of poignant melody. Welwick Wood. Camp Drybone. Huh. We gotta get out of here first. It would be so much easier if I could just fly. Good old Final Fantasy. Bandit Trapper? They're all Lalafell. Well, that's fine. Hopefully they won't bother us. I'm not gonna do an AoE because it'll get the trappers involved. Arrows of Mercy, huh? A melody sung by the bards of older sounds within you. I don't need the map to get to Jahantel. I know where he is. Welcome back, Peachy. I can almost hear the cries of mourning that have seared themselves into your soul. That you remained unbowed by such anguish is a testament to your spirit's fortitude. Yet even as your heart swells to contain these new experiences, you must not neglect your skills with the bow. Estinian? Oh no, it's not Estinian. A resilient heart must needs take a drink. Have a robust body in which to beat. Once you have trained both to equal strength, then I shall perform for you the Ballad of the Vainglorious Fool. Shing! Faint voice carried on the winds of time. $45, baby. Reign of Death. You probably get that one when I hit 45. Song gauge expanded. The traffic's triggered. Reduce some smokehouse time, recast time, smokehouse time, recast time. That means the number of stacks accumulated. Alright. Good to know. Anyway, let's get back to the MSQ, shall we? I forget that I can't press the map button to exit just slightly out of the map. I can't explain it very well, but you know. Taking the long way, sorry. I get turned around in Camp Drybone. Eluned. I see that you decided to heed my advice. I pray that in doing so you found some small measure of peace. The first carriage from Vesper Bay arrived not long ago, and we have begun preparing your comrades for burial. I had a hand in the initial rites, and I would like you to know that for many, death came quickly. Rest assured that we will treat them with the utmost respect and do everything we can to shepherd them to Thal's realm. What does it say? Bury me not on the lone prairie. Oh. Sister Eluned wishes to discuss one of the scions who perished at the Waking Sands. Although we can perform rites for most of the scions, there is one whom we cannot accept. We would like you to return this one to her people, the Sylphs of Little Solace. It is only proper that she be given into the care of her friends and family, so that they may mourn her in accordance with Sylphic traditions. Oh, sad. Komuxio. This one is surprised to see Walking One Little Solace. How can these ones assist Walking One? Well, I have bad news for you. Gasp. Neuraxia, but this one does not understand. Aww. Komuxio, this one has heard much wailing. This one would know what has caused such distress. Terrible news, Elder One. Awful news. Walking One has returned to Little Solace, but why? These ones have not requested further aid. She's dead. Neuraxia, how did this happen? Explain everything to this one at once. So, not only Neuraxia, but many of Walking One's friends were lost as well. Neuraxia. Neuraxia went to Thanalan at the behest of this one. Walking One was with Neuraxia at the end. Tell this one that Neuraxia was brave. Tell this one that Neuraxia did not suffer. Yes. This one is glad to hear Walking One's words. Thank you for bringing Neuraxia home, Walking One. These ones also wish to thank Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones these ones will remember this kindness. This one demands vengeance. Imperial Ones must pay. Imperial Ones must suffer. When the time comes for Walking Ones to face Imperial Ones, do not forget these ones. These ones would not have Neuraxia's death be for naught. These ones will fight. Okay. What am I doing? Oh, return to... Eluned. Is there a way out over here? There is. But it's the wrong way again, god damn it. We thank you for your service to the Church and to the Sylphs. You may be pleased to know that in your absence we interred the remaining Scions in the Lich Yard. Perhaps you still wish to do more for your friends. If so, I would remind you that you have already done so much on their behalf. Please, take a rest and set aside your burdens for now, Peachy. Marcus. If that is your real name. It's not. Eyes on me. Marcus believes he's being watched. And all this shit is not better than what I have. I'm not imagining it, Peachy. I know I'm being watched. This is different, sinister. It is as if I am under observation. The feeling comes and goes, but I felt it when last I ventured outside. Yes, I know I felt it. Will you look outside for me? Please? It will only take a moment. Huh. Uh-huh. I knew it. It's the Imperials. Wow. That was a pretty meaty guy. How to get back? You were attacked, weren't you? Are you unharmed? Thank the gods. I knew it. He was watching me. But why was he watching me? What did he want with me? Did he perhaps know something of my past? If only I could have asked him. I need to think. Please allow me a moment alone. Wait, Father Iliud, Father Iliud must hear this. Will you tell him for me? It's important. I think others may come for me again. Heavens forfend that such a thing should happen on holy ground. Do you have any idea who this man was? Did you notice anything distinctive about his garb or possessions? Imperial short sword. I guess I kept that. This is Garlean steel, which means the man who was watching Marcus was. Make haste to Camp Dryvon at once. We must summon the immortal flames before more Imperials come. Oh? Alphino? What are you doing here?
I fondly hoped that I might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate. At ease, adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the scions of the Seventh Dawn. And to that end, I have come in search of a legend. The greatest engineer of our time, Master Cid Garland. I have come for you.
Oh man, he said it.
I fear you are mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Carteneau. I beg of you, leave us in peace.
Wait, Hear me, Cid. Eorzea needs you.
Cid, was it? Here. These belong to you. I thought you bore the mark of greatness. It seems that I was right. Our time together was all too brief, but it felt as though my son had returned to me. You have brought joy to an old man's life.
Aww.
But it is time for you to help those who truly need you.
Who are you?
Yeah, I'd want to know that too.
Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. As a scion of the Seventh Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did. Tis no secret what befell our order at the Waking Sands. Word has already spread across Eorzea. The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the three city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction, leaving the Scions to combat the primal threat unaided. And lo, we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise and abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty, now least of all. The Ixal have summoned Garuda once more, and she torments the people of Coerthas as we speak.
Oh, Coerthas? Not Coerthas?
Her appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Worse, in her present incarnation, our Baldessian colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength. Yet, therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods can be felled. If we are to face our foe, we must first circumvent the tempest that shields her sanctuary. And for that, we need an airship. Your airship, Cid.
I have an airship?
Yes, Cid, you do. Your very own airship. It was last seen in the skies over Gridania, not long before the calamity. So let us begin our search there.
We gotta go looking for the airship?
An airship? My airship? Oh, wait.
There he is. Daddy Cid. That's him.
Come, let us put an end to the primals. Together, we will show the world that the Scions are still a force to be reckoned with.
They need my airship. They need me.
Wow. Mount speed increased, baby. He who waited behind. Father Iliud has some parting words for you and the others. What a curious twist of fate that Master Cid Garland would at last be found within our church. It defies imagination. Beg your pardon, Peachy. You wish to find this airship, yes? Oh, his airship, yes? I know not how much truth there is to it, but there is a tale known as the final flight of the Enterprise, which grew popular in the wake of the calamity, much like the Great Gabi Wall of Ul'dah. It states that the Enterprise flew northwest from Gridania towards Coerthas. If true, the airship would have passed through the North Shroud, likely over Falgord Float, the closest settlement to Coerthas. Mayhap the Serpents stationed there have records of the event that transpired that day. I had hoped you might rest from your journeys for a time, but I see that the world still has need of you and the Scions. Pray look after yourself and Cid, Peachy. Okay. Ethelmeyer, and Falgord Float. The Enterprise. I've heard that name before, but where? All right. Is there what I can assist you with, sir? The Enterprise. You speak of Master Garland's ship, yes? I needn't refer to the records. I know that the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago, clearly bound for Coerthas. What became of it after that, I cannot say. If you wish to know more, pray speak with Vortifor at Florentel's Spire. He was on duty that day and saw it with his own eyes. I am unsure what it is you hope to accomplish, though. Even should you locate the ship, would you not need a man of Master Garland's caliber to fly it? I hear tell that the machinery is fiendishly complex. Maybe. You have come in search of Vortifor? Well then well met, for you have found him. Indeed, I have served as a whaler for many years, since before the great snows came to Coerthas. What exactly is this about? Ah, the final flight of the Enterprise. I do indeed remember that day. Cold reception. Vortifor wishes to tell you of the final flight of the Enterprise. It was on the eve of the Battle of Cartano, nigh on 5 years ago. I held the spire alone that night while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy in the field. Then, all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I'd ever seen splits the sky overhead. I could only watch in shock as it disappeared over the mountains to the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the calamity, I'd wager it's still somewhere in Coerthas. The astrologians at the observatorium may have records which could help. Wow, they talk about astrologians pretty early on. Only like level 30. They are already setting up for like Heavensward and stuff. That's cool. The astrologians at the observatorium may have records which could help, but to obtain them you would need to deal with the Ishgardians who control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. The high houses have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else. When Dalamud descended, they took shelter behind their gates, and even now they have little regard for the plights of other nations. Nevertheless, they may deign to assist you should you prove yourself useful. Consider providing your services to the soldiers who guard the observatorium. Though they may refuse you at first, I've little doubt they would accept aid freely offered. How to get there? The Black Shroud. Oh, here, Coerthas. Okay. Coerthas Central Highlands. Wow, it's cold. Unable to glam. Let's get an Aetheryte. There's just one of them. Camp Dragonhead. I think I see it. Do I have anything with sleeves? Here we go. Maybe this one instead? No, the other one looks a bit more... Yeah, let's do this one instead. Okay, nice and warm. Ludovois. Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to House Durandare, and what, pray tell, do you wish to receive in exchange? How absurd! As if we would permit an outsider to peruse the records of the observatorium. Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The Holy See of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer succor to strangers. Uh-oh. Linen shirt is better than what I have. No! No! My glam! Now I'm cold again. Whatever. The unending war. Sir Ludovois is doing his utmost to intimidate you into leaving. Alone have mercy. Are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I am on duty, or stretched thin as it is. And where in the hells is that knight I sent out on patrol? He should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have a use for you after all, if you still wish to aid us. Is that the sun or the moon? 6:03 a.m. Oh, the sun is rising somewhere. If you still wish to aid us, search the wilds to the west for my missing man. You will know him by his uniform, that of House Durandare, as is mine. Durandare is the bell. Got it. The hell? Aha. Put in a salter. I'm gonna move this over here for now. Or should I should probably put it where it's supposed to be. Let me check. So the Peon, Mage's Ballad. Then Battle Voice goes here, and another one goes here. And then the healing one goes here. Okay. If it wasn't for you, sir, I reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable dragon-loving bastards spit. Death was a mercy they didn't deserve. I pray the rumors were mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within this region. Fare thee well, friend. He's talking about Heavensward stuff already, and we're not even, like, done with ARR. Damn. We're probably not even halfway through ARR. I found your man. I must say, I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. I see I may have been premature in my judgment, sir. We are a proud people, beholden to tradition, but that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologians to entertain your request. However, I understand that this is ultimately their decision whether or not you may peruse their records. Pray proceed to the observatorium and introduce yourself to Edmel. Edmel. Ah, the gentleman come in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Ludovois be thinking? It is true that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to chart Dravinian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers lurking about. If you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologian Forlamort up above. Don't fall, 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 don't fall. Not up here. There he is. No, absolutely not. Have you any inkling what it is you ask? Were our records to fall into the wrong hands, it could change the course of a war which has raged for generations. I speak not of some mere spat between Southron nations. Ours is a holy crusade, and we are the arbiters of Halone's will. I will not put our great nation at risk, certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things. Guillaume. Pardon the intrusion, Forlamore. I wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, I did not realize you had a guess. Inquisitor... Oh, this guy. I hate this guy. I remember Guillaume now. Goddamn. Inquisitor Guillaume, you honor us with your presence, sir. The gentleman was just leaving. Ah, you must be the one who rescued House Durinder's knight from those heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I'm told you seek an airship last seen in Coerthas 5 years ago, yes? You come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, and little for the better. While I wish you best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. Snows can come quickly in Coerthas. One moment you may feel as though you have a firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge, and the next you may find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark whilst traveling. Do not give in to temptation and deviate from your course. I was not aware you aided House Durrendare in that fashion. Thank you, sir. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. Great. Men of honor. Josia is attempting to attract your attention. You there, sir. I could not help but overhear your conversation with the Chief Astrologian. There may be a way I can assist you, but it would require that you perform for me a favor in exchange. An associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the observatorium. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone despite the presence of Ixal in that vicinity. If you would seek out this astrologian and confirm that he is well, it would be a great comfort for me. What a relief to see someone other than a goddamn birdman. I thought I could finish my work whilst the Ixal were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope they might leave again before I froze to... Wait, who are you? You are not one of our knights. A man of House Sterndare cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day, sir. Well, that went well. The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers our knights face every day. Ah, but you are eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him you have already aided your own cause. House Sterndare is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of Dravinian aggression. Yet you have already aided them twice, for which they are honor-bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the Observatorium's records. That is just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Portalane for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Sterndare carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information from the other high houses. I wonder how much damage I would take if I just fell to the bottom. A lot of damage, but I didn't die. Where is this captain? In here? You've caused quite a stir in your short time here. First you slay 2 heretics and save a knight, and now I hear you have rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. An introduction to the other high houses? I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you, but while you have performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to 3 high houses. It is only fitting that you aid us one final time, wouldn't you agree? If I have to... My outfit is slowly but surely turning into not glam. Sad. 3 for 3. Lord Portalane requires that you perform a 3rd task on behalf of House Sterndare. Oh man, I probably should have just slept more instead of streaming. I'm already sleepy again. I should have streamed in the afternoon instead. Oh well. Now, I understand you are very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should take a man of your skills but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of his shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Halenart, further improving the chances that they indulge your request for aid. Alright. Ugh. Have you good tidings to share, or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? God's bless ye, friend. It's all here, every last... Ah, but wait, that chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells, that's the personal property of Lord Francel, too. Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Fury, take me, a draconian rosary in the possession of Lord Francel? Yet perhaps this is not so difficult to fathom. House Halenard is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, sir. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Halenard. Your other introductions will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. The Rose and the Unicorn. That's House Halenard. Sir Carolo has something very important to tell you. Come closer, lad, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Francel is no heretic. He is a goodly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Halenard for years prior to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of an Edelweiss, and he will know you for a friend. Now go. That's kind of cool. I like it when people whisper to me. Makes it seem secretive and interesting. How to get out? There's no way out over here. Oh. I thought it was a Chocobo Porter. Oh wait, no, here's the Chocobo Keep. Hmm? It says it's in the building. Oh, here. Wow, I didn't realize there was an archway. It was so dark. Yes, you look as though you have something to say, do you? Is that an Edelweiss in your pocket, or are you happy to meet me? I see Sir Carlo has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. A pity it has not been seen in Coerthas since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. They're coming to get you. That's absurd. I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the Draconian Rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be the proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, for if they harbor even the slightest doubt, this will not only add weight to the incessant accusations our house has suffered of late, it's as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much by coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. A missing airship, I see. It may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one in a better position to assist you. Lord Archifant! Lord Archifant! We meet Lord Archifant now? Holy shit! That's crazy. Lord Archifant of House Fortons commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present to him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. Thank you, Nyan. Let's just teleport there. Oh. Glam time. Okay. Whoa, there he is. In the flesh. Ah, the unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. If you are come to pay your respects, be at ease, friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself, but enough chatter. Pray tell me why you have come. If there is any justice in this world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Ah yes, the letter made mention of a pressing matter for which you required assistance. What might that be? There's a letter? You received a letter? So this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Coerthas before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to these events, for while Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Cartno, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Fortons. The talk of Coerthas. Lord Archifant has a proposal for how you might participate in his investigation. As you have doubtless realized by now, the high houses of Ishgard, House Fortons included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean that there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall be sending... It is 9:11 a.m. I thought you had to leave at 9. Why are you here? I started at 8. Oh, you're leaving at 9:45? I see. We met Archifant. I shall be sending missives to their various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it would be quicker and more efficient if you were to make inquiries of your own. think they're missing a word there. Lady Ninna of mine own House Fortance, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There's also Cravelin of House Halenart, who can be found at Skyfire Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to parse. Have you spoken with the chief astrologian of House Durandar yet? Really? Perhaps he will be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House Fortance. They need to hire you to be an editor. I mean, I'd do it, but I already tried applying for Square Enix once. I don't think they have editors. I think they just have the translation people. I think the translation people edit their own stuff. Do not concern yourself with House Desmael. I shall contact them myself. Seek the counsel of the three I mentioned and return to me when finished. Really? Gotta talk with all these people. Oh, Sid and Alphino are here. Interesting. I didn't want to read it out loud. Oh. Ninna. Why, hello, good sir. What's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely no one of House Fortance does, for if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic on everyone's lips these days is what will become of young Lord Francel. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of House Halenart have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Helpful. Thanks a whole lot. Oh, wait. Where's the Chocobo Keep? Whatever. Cravelin? Helena, grant me strength. There must be some way to— Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord Archifant? I want to help you, I truly do, but these accusations of heresy have thrown House Halenart into chaos. Right now we must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. Speak with Fortemore. I almost fell. My heart clenched in my chest. That was scary. Would have all been for nothing. I gather you've been busy since last we spoke. Lord Archfon's missive was positively glowing, but if you think that his endorsement is cause for me to disregard Ishgardian policies, then you are solely mistaken. We are at war, sir, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since Inquisitor Guillaume arrived in Coerthas, countless heretics have been discovered even amongst the elite of Ishgardian society. If Lord Archfont wishes to waste his days chasing after a long-lost airship, then that is his choice. But if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. And now we gotta go back to Archfont. Oh, that's a Skywatcher, not a Chocobo Keep. That's why. By your countenance, I take it you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I fear. It seems the whole of Coerthas is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard proper provide more pertinent information. Road to Redemption. Lord Archfont is concerned with Lord Francel's well-being. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I have received a report that he and 3 knights were seen heading north towards Steel Vigil. Towards the Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Javinian horde, so I am not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil and see if Lord Francel's party needs assistance. Requires assistance. Sorry. Steel Vigil is a dungeon. So... Meow. Hello, little toffee. Meow. How are you doing? You wanna come up? Yes. Little toffee, stepping on my desk. Step, step, step. No. Stop. Stop this nonsense. Come down. No. Toffee. Toffee. She likes having her front paws up on my desk. Knock it off. No. My water bottle. No. Toffee. Toffee, you're in the way. Stop. Stop this nonsense. What are you doing? She's only got one little leg on me. Toffee. Little Toffee. Got caramel in my lap. I see. I have a toffee in my lap. Toffee. Little toffee. Little toffeecino. Little tiny baby. No. Stop. Stop. Stop this nonsense. No. Sorry guys, this is gonna take all my attention for a hot second. Toffee requires attention. Stop. Don't go up on my desk. Stay here, Toffee. No. 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 Toffee. Eehee. No. Toffee bit me. Because I moved her away from my desk. Because you're not supposed to be up there. It was just a light little bite, though. A little warning. Toffee. Whoa. No. Stop going up on my desk, you weirdo. Stop it. No. No. Well, okay, you want off? Yeah. There you go. Little Toffee. Okay. You good? You good, bro? You alright there, little Toffee? Hmm? Okay. Where were we? There's no way. There's no way to get up the mountain. We gotta go the long way around. Unnerved night. Unsettled night. Where? Oh, there he is. Who goes there? Peachy? No, stay back. The fiend is still here. Oh. It's not attacking Francel. I heard the beast cries from over yonder, then Lord Francel is safe. Bless you, sir, bless you. Curse those fiends, as though they knew we were coming. Confound it all. How are we to redeem House Halenard if we cannot even slay a single Avis? You're fortunate you came along when you did, sir. House Halenard will remember your kindness. It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scalekin. Moreover, it was House Halenard that yielded the Steel Vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. But even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. Okay. Dang. Ogre? Wrong house. What did you find in the Steel Vigil? Ah, I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. At last there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francel at Scarfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance, for fear of being seen in the company of a man who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear given the zeal with which Inquisitor Guillaume has conducted his investigations investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francel's name and, by association, yours. Mithril cavalry bow. Okay, that's pretty nice. Rajpant suspects that someone is conspiring against Lord Francel. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in question. So it was found in a locked chest labeled as the property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here's what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Coerthas, so you may have some inkling of who could be responsible. Dude, Alphinaud was right. Why do we have to mingle in Ishgardian affairs just to get to this airship? Annoying as hell. Rickman. Someone tampering with shipments. Fury strike me down if all them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey now, don't you give me that look, lad. I'm a house Hailnart man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family, too. I ain't saying the porters what were bringing the shipment did it, though. I know most of them that work the trade routes, and I've never had cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it... Could it have been the fellas what were responsible for the inspections? Ha, Ishgardian Knights and Inquisitors, a lot of them, as if they'd ever turn their cloaks. Reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from Whitebrim Front this eve. You might consider having a word with them. Speak with the porter. Why am I so sleepy? A nice fire. Let's warm up by the fire. Kinda want to take a little screenshot, but then again, I don't have it on here. Oh wait, I do. I put it here. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. You can leave it up here, though. Well, I will be back soon. Have a nice stream. Thanks. See you on the flip side. Just a little screenshot. Boop. Okay. By the way, ads running now. Of course, the stream that you're leaving is the one that has the ads go off. Apathetic porter. Clicked on the wrong one. Beg your pardon, you suspect that we porters have been planting draconian rosaries in House Halenart shipments? What nerve! If you truly believe such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find. Only hidden inside the parcel. Draconian rosary hidden inside the parcel. I finished this, so I'd appreciate an apology. Looky here, bub. But that's impossible. Once the knight at White Brim Front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. If I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will about Lord Harchmont, I will not be held accountable for this. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? More draconian rosaries in every single parcel bound for Skyfire locks? Well, not in every single one, just 2. That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Halenart's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand. And praise Saloni that he did. Lord Francel's trial is upon us, and we must act now if we are to clear his name. In the eyes of gods and men, Lord Archmont needs your help to clear Lord Francel's name. From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many members of House Halenart were heretics. Alas, we can give the lie to these poisonous allegations. What? Give the lie? I've never heard that before. Give the lie to these poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Brigi. Tell her that House Four-Tenths asks, nay demands, that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been conducted. What is it, my child? Lord Archifont would have the Inquisitors do what? But that is not possible. Inquisitor Guillaume presides over Lord Francel's trial at Witchdrop even as we speak. Fear not, if Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Halone's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. That's not helpful. You're killing someone who could still have a very nice life. They have taken Lord Francel to Witchdrop. This is madness. The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. Peachy, I would dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchdrop to forestall the proceedings until such time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Guillaume in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francel alive. You got it, Nyan. Hail, Peachy. As you can see, Lord Francel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor, but But if his guards judge us a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. Okay. I don't know how to pronounce this name. Jocelyn Charlemagne Francel de Halenart, you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers. These charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Divinians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service of the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for Halone to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Halone's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their draken forms and be put to the sword. In the name of House Fortune, I beseech you, stay your hand. Inquisitor, we are come on behalf of Lord Archifont. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts has been conducted. I'm so sleepy all of a sudden. So tired. We can do 20 more minutes. We'll do a 2-hour stream. That's fine. Lord Archifont has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts I might have allowed, but that he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See I cannot. To defy the will of an inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. We must hold them until Lord Archifont arrives, PG, and remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. Oh, his shield doesn't have a sigil. Alderic the Unyielding. Look, Lord Archifont has come. Archifont of the Silver Fuller. In the name of House Hortense, I demand you lay down your arms. Guardians come, today you shall answer for your sins. By this deed you disgrace your line, Lord Archifont. Such insolence. Invulnerable? You would call upon your allies to save you at last your treachery is laid bare. Wow, I don't remember doing that duty. It's not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop, but this trial, like many others, I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of House Halenart. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginings of a desperate man, what proof have you of this? Draconian Rosary, Nyan. By the Fury, a Draconian Rosary. Then the knight who refused to yield, it was he who summoned the wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights? This has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Argifont. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francel pending further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight of that which first brought you to court this, Peachy. Pray locate your errant airship and use it. Lord Archifont, I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped off of your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Halenart. Praise alone, it did not come to that, but it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place, Peachy. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. Are these adventurers? They must be. You look well, Peachy. May I say what a pleasure it was to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Francel would surely have died defending the honor of his house, and I might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. House Fortin and House Halenart shall never forget your service. Now let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise. The final flight of the Enterprise. Lord Archifont would like to introduce you to his witness. The man with knowledge of the Enterprise awaits you outside. I pray his information proves useful to you. Discomposed cataloger. He's got little glasses on. How quickly the commoners' opinions change. They say Lord Francel is innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you were inquiring as to the whereabouts of an airship last seen in Corinthus several days before the calamity, yes? Well, it so happens that I was monitoring the night sky at the observatorium during that period. I recall that a small vessel came from the direction of Gridania and landed near the Stone Vigil in the far northwest. The garrison almost certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. If so, then you would need an army of knights to have any hope of securing it. The Lord Argifont is, from all indications, quite fond of you, so mayhap he can lend you a few. In any case, I have done my part. I shall pray for your success, friend. Okay. Actually, this might be a good place to pause for now. Since we're right next to the Aetheryte. It's raining. Rain time. Okay. I'm so tired. I slept a lot, but my eyes are like drifting closed as I do this, so time to take a nap, I guess, even though I slept like 9 hours, 10 hours, nine and a half, let's say. Sleepy. Good night, Peachy Tia. Alright, here's where else you can find me on the internet. I have a Ko-fi and a TikTok and my art and writing Twitter. Here's the schedule. This was a surprise stream on Sunday. Surprise, Sunday morning, instead of going to church or whatever. Next stream will be Mystery Monday. We'll probably play Baldur's Gate with Mushy. Maybe. This is the Mushy Peaches YouTube channel where me and my partner Mushy make YouTube videos every week. So go check that out. And yeah. Do we wait for 4 minutes or just end it a bit early? I guess we can just end it a bit early. It's basically been 2 hours. Anyway, thank you for coming, and I'll see you in the next stream. Bye-bye.